Sport Fishing Adventures with your host, NHL star Brendan Morrison and Grey Cup winner Chris Burns. Sport Fishing Adventures is brought to you by Toyota, Berkeley, Fenwick, Yamaha, and Gibbs Delta.
That's awesome. What
Just under 5 feet.
I got a feeling we're gonna catch a big one.
Oh, it's a good size.
That 94 was the best team in history, I think.
Welcome to Sport Fishing Adventures. I'm your host, Chris Burns. We're on the banks of the mighty Fraser River just outside of Hope, BC, where we've come to hook up with Vic Caro of STS Guiding Service. Vic's gonna take us up the river to some special spots where very few people get to go and find us some of those famous Fraser River sturgeon. Our guest for this episode is NHL great Cliff Ronning. Cliff played 18 years in the NHL for 7 different teams, and that little guy never took a shift off. Kind of like he's doing right now. Vic's got the lines in the water, Cliff's in the boat, they're ready to go. Let's get down on the boat and see what kind of trouble we can get into. All right, Cliff, here's the deal.
Okay.
We have a competition on this show all the time. We're fishing for sturgeon, real simple. It's gonna be the biggest fish. Whoever catches the biggest fish wins. The loser has to scrub the Sport Fishing Adventures Toyota pickup.
Okay, that's fair. But is it going for body size of the fish? or
No,
just
there's
straight up?
no correlation to the body size of the fisherman.
It's not
Quit
right.
trying to give yourself an advantage.
I just want it to be fair, but
Hey, you know
I'm
what?
used to the underdog. I'll go for it. Let's do it.
You've caught a bigger
do it.
sturgeon than I have. It's a deal. There it is.
Well, we'll see. Taking line right now, so this thing's bigger than me.
It might be bigger than
Let me know
you.
if it starts peeling line off. Like 100 miles an hour kind of.
It's taking it.
Oh, jeez.
Be careful he doesn't pull you right in there, Cliff. Oh.
This is hilarious.
Yeah, so keep reeling down. Here he goes. He's gonna jump.
Oh yeah? So how can you tell?
Yeah, the line will change angles.
Oh,
So
okay.
keep reeling on him. Now he's coming towards us.
Yeah.
He's going in.
When I was trying to find Cliff the other day, I was on the phone with the wife, and she said, "Don't tell Cliff I told you this, but when you're on the show, make sure you remind him that his wife outfishes him."
She does, yeah. She caught a 54-pounder.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Keep reeling, Cliff.
Are you gaining ground on him, Cliff?
Oh yeah, you've got him now.
There you go.
I think he's about a 4-footer.
You think so? Yeah.
He's almost taller than me.
I was just gonna say that. I'm glad you beat me to it. You know, I still think, and I haven't done a ton of sturgeon fishing, but it's just amazing to me that these big monsters are right here, like right here, just lurking in the river.
Absolutely. You know, it's a world-class fishery right here in downtown Hope, Mission, Chilliwack,
And you know,
Vancouver.
just over an hour. I mean, Cliff and I left Vancouver this morning, picked Cliff up, you know, at his house in Burnaby, and here we are. You know,
You were late too, by the way.
oh, never. Come on, I was right when I wanted to be
Yeah,
there.
we have that boat out of the Delta Airport Hotel. We do charters right out of the north arm of the Fraser, half a mile from the ocean.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, we live in an amazing place.
Just saw it.
You know, that's a unique thing about you know, your business, about STS. You do a whole lot more than just guiding on the river.
Yeah, we do. We have downtown Vancouver, so
Yeah.
we have out of the Delta Airport Hotel in Richmond.
Yeah.
So we do the saltwater salmon fishing out of there. We do the Gulf Islands,
Yeah.
and then northern tip of Vancouver Island out of Cole Harbor. We do the salmon, halibut. Yeah, we got it kind of all covered. So you know, once you come out with us, you can whatever it is you want to do, you can keep doing it.
Look at that. Yeah, it is.
So there's a new law out. I remember
Yeah.
Cliff was showing me some pictures of some fish he caught like 5-6 years ago,
Yeah.
7 years ago, and he had this big 7-footer held right out of the water.
Yeah.
So we don't do that anymore. So there's a document that's been released called the Sturgeon Best Handling Practices.
Yeah.
So what the document says, and it was done through the Sturgeon Technical Working Group, is we've come up with some handling guidelines to reduce the impact on sturgeon, just as angling's become more and more popular.
Yeah.
These fish are being caught repeatedly. So what we do now is any fish over 5 feet must remain in the water. Anything under 5 feet is allowed to be lifted out of the water as long as you use 2 points. So mouth and tail, or under his belly and tail. So as long as you're able to pick him up with 2 hands out of the water and he's under 5 feet, you're allowed to bring him in the boat. If he's over 5 feet, you're not. And even when you go to shore them, you still have to keep their bellies touching the water. So it just helps the fish, right?
Absolutely. We want to make sure they're healthy.
Yeah, he's about a 4.5 footer. Nice fat fish.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
They're beautiful looking fish, though.
They really are. They're like nothing else, aren't they?
I gotta start working out.
Pretty quiet.
I'm feeling this.
I see you got yourself anchored in the corner right there.
Just looking at the spine looks so different.
Oh, it's just,
than you've seen
I'm going
before.
to give you your hands right underneath the center of him so we support his weight.
Yeah,
There you go. How's that?
that's awesome. What
Just under 5 feet.
an amazing looking
Nice
fish,
fish.
though.
really
About
is,
60
yeah.
pounds, I'm guessing.
The spine on the back.
Yeah, he's a beauty.
Beautiful
Yeah.
fish. Look at that.
And we'll just go 1, 2, 3, into the water. There you go, buddy. That's about as big as you bring into the boat right there.
Yeah.
He's probably 4.5 feet. Yeah.
Drop your anchor. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Sport Fishing Adventures. The destination, the Fraser Canyon. Sturgeon fishing on the Fraser River has quickly grown into a world-class sport fishing destination. These sturgeon can grow up to 12 feet and weigh as much as 1,100 pounds. STS Guiding Services take the excitement of a battle with these prehistoric monsters into the Fraser Canyon. Guide Vic Carrero expertly navigates these 30 miles of narrow canyons, big whitewater, and swirling back eddies. The Fraser Canyon.
One pull, and
Yeah.
it stops, and there's nothing there. We assume that is a fish grabbing the bait. You just saw the bite. It's actually not what's happening. What's happening is you just saw him let go. Because the sturgeon
really?
has a sucker mouth, right?
Yeah.
So he comes over top of your bait, he sucks it in. If he doesn't move, you have no idea that he's even there. And then if he turns and he swims with the bait, the line starts to get tight, he drops it. That's that one pull that you see. So when you actually see one pull and nothing, you're just witnessing him drop the bait, not picking it up.
Oh, yeah. It's fun.
He's pretty active.
Don't worry, Cliff, you're still in the lead. You're not watching any cards.
That's it. Fishing's fun. Let's face it. I mean, fishing's something. Once you get that, I don't know.
That bug.
Once you get the bug, and once you see that line go, it's you can't. I don't know. I mean, I haven't fished for a while, but the minute you see that rod tip go down, you kind of get that bug instantly again.
Yeah. And you, I think, a lot like me, you know, you grew up fishing around here, grew up in BC, fishing with your dad and your family.
Yeah, I mean, that's we always had a boat. My dad taught me how to fish, and especially in the saltwater, and it's just something we always did. Being, I guess, the Norwegian background, it's part of the whole thing. And I got the bug, and the only two things I get up early in the morning for is hockey and fishing. That's for sure.
This guy's swimming all over the place. He's in that current, huh?
Down on him and pull up.
This guy's tiring me out now. He's not even that big.
Well, I mean, usually something that's smaller has got a little more fight in it. That's what I always thought.
Yeah, you think so?
The big ones are usually lazy, but the smaller fish, there we go.
Yeah, he's a nice looking fish. I like to let these go at the side
Yeah,
of the boat.
yeah, I'm good with that for sure. Keep him in good shape.
I would say
Heavier.
I'm winning.
Pliers right behind you there on the gunnel. There you go.
Not those.
Yep, look at this. Oh my God.
Later.
They're looking pretty healthy up here though.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not our 8-footer, but
Hey, we add them both together. Thank you.
we got one for one.
Yeah.
One for one. So
That's it. I got a feeling we're gonna catch a big one. The day
I
looks
kind
too
of have
nice
that
today.
feeling too.
This one feels a little different.
Feels small?
Yeah.
Yeah. It might be just coming up too.
The sun came out. Did the typical turn the hat around, as all fishermen will do. Oh, he's coming up. Oh.
Here he comes.
There you go.
Looking for his mother.
Not quite the workout the first one was this morning.
Oh, he's going a little bit crazy. on
Feisty.
it.
Oh, he's just a little fella. Look at the nose on it.
Oh,
A
wow.
little pointed nose one.
It is. And now are his scoots just still growing?
See how
or
they're
they?
rounded off? That's because
Oh yeah, you can see. Yeah, he's knocking them off.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Beautiful, eh?
Yeah.
Gorgeous little fish. You got to start somewhere, right?
That's
Yeah.
it.
Well, I'll tell you what I want to know. We all know you from your time playing for the Canucks, you know.
Yeah.
Local guy, played for the Canucks for quite a while, but you played a whole bunch of places, didn't you?
I did. I was very fortunate. I got to play Vancouver. From there, I originally started in St. Louis. Seemed like every 5 years they had enough of me and they moved me on. But I went from St. Louis, Vancouver, from Vancouver to Phoenix. Then I spent 5 years in Nashville, which is just an amazing place. And then from there, I went to Minnesota, finished up with the Islanders.
Beautiful.
Mouth on the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, eh?
He's trying to eat.
Yep, another long nose.
Beautiful.
There you go, buddy.
Okay, well, I'm getting more fish than you. But
Well,
they're not
You did good.
they're not rivaling the one you started us off with.
Well, I mean, so far I'm winning, I guess, right?
You are, yeah, and I'm not
fish.
happy about it. I'm not I don't like losing. And I need a win. I've lost a couple of these competitions.
Well, personally, I lost in '94, and I don't plan on losing this competition. So. That's enough. Laces out, right? I'm gonna win.
Laces out. There you go. Well, we'll get this back in the water. I'm gonna give you a run for your money, that's for sure. I'm not quitting.
Well, we'll see.
Drop your anchor. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Sport Fishing Adventures.
We got one?
Oh,
All right.
here we go. It's
He is
bigger than
growing.
what I caught. Now he knows he's hooked.
Rod. Here we go.
Oh, here we go. It's going sideways on you now.
Vic, one of the things that I just amazed with these fish is how healthy they look. And you know, they're healthy and strong. Like, this isn't a huge fish, but it's indicative of what the population's like in the river.
There's an estimated population of about 57,000 sturgeon in the Fraser,
Wow.
give or take a little. Recapture rates right now are just over 60%.
Yeah.
It depends on time of year and location. Some areas it's less, some areas it's more.
Good, healthy population.
Healthy populations,
Yeah.
which are doing really well. And the growth rates are consistent with the average, time and time again, which
Yeah.
shows that catch and release fishery is doing well.
Yeah.
It's not harming them, and
That's great.
they're surviving after
Well,
we let them go like that.
And
right?
they sure do, like I said, they sure do seem healthy.
Well, it was a fun ride. That '94 was the best team in history, I think.
Yeah.
We had character players, not
Yeah.
necessarily the best players, but I mean, we obviously had Burry and Lindens and McLean played great, but
Yeah.
it was a team effort. But for me, I thought Trevor as a captain, he led on the ice, but also off the ice.
Yeah.
He kept an eye on certain guys and made sure he kept those guys in line. And he was definitely great for the city.
Yeah. That '94, and there's only two things that I can remember where I was during that time period. One was the '94 playoffs.
Yeah.
We were up at Bridge Lake, a buddy of mine's cabin,
Yeah.
right? And we had like 5 families there, and he was still building his house, and we were all sleeping in a 2-car garage. Like, whenever the game came on, we all got around the TV, and the only way you could watch it is if somebody held the antenna. As soon as you let go of the antenna, the screen would get all messed up, right? So everybody took shifts holding the antenna
shoulder got
while we
tired.
were watching that whole series,
Wow.
right? So I'll never forget that, because if somebody let go of the antenna for a second
Yeah.
and go grab a beer,
Yeah.
the room would erupt with people screaming like, grab the antenna, right? The deal here is, you see this rock
Yes.
fall? It keeps
Yeah.
going into the water.
Yeah.
So when you hook a fish here,
Uh-huh.
either I pull off the beach,
Uh-huh.
or you got to reel like a madman to keep them, like really lay the boots to them to get them up. See this?
Yeah,
Going
yeah.
into 90 feet here.
Yeah.
So we're going to be laying over this ledge.
Yeah.
So it's basically, as soon as you hook a fish, if I think it's a good fish, I'm going to just back off this beach and
Uh-huh.
get us out there, so we're away from,
Okay. Trouble.
yeah. And this is very similar to that last spot. It's very finicky on the hook set.
Okay. Oh, he's going.
Oh, there you go. Nice. Nice fish. It's crazy how, some of them want to get up out of the water. Some of them just want to run. How you doing, Cliff?
What a workout.
You're not quite in playing shape right now?
Well,
It's a little different.
this thing's is probably the size of me.
It might be.
Thing's pulling the boat.
Yeah. Look at that.
You just had a good fight in him.
That's all right.
He's
We'll
pretty
take 'em.
tired. Look at its head.
Little fish.
Yeah, it's cool, huh?
Yeah, not quite 5 feet, but getting close. Got a little bit of growing to do. He's still
He's
sharp.
real sharp. Is that because he's further down, less rocks than further up in the canyon, you think?
Yeah, no, for sure. Survived 200 million years and 2 ice ages, so they got something going for them, eh?
Yeah, no
You
kidding.
see how tiny their eyes are?
Yeah.
They just don't rely on them. It's all about scent.
Yeah.
And then they got their sucker mouth, a hard played head.
Oh, you can
5
feel, you
rows of scutes.
stick your hand in the mouth.
Yeah.
You can
starts
feel
sucking
it.
on you.
Yeah.
He's trying to crush your hand. to eat
Yeah.
ya. Let's turn him out and let him go do his thing, and maybe he can
You
bring
can
us
feel-
a bigger fish.
Feel how strong he is, just holding them there.
Yep, nice job.
Great. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Cliff.
So,
Thanks for catching that one for us.
so who's winning right now? The small guy's winning compared against the big guy? I'm standing uphill, and we're the same height now.
You are winning.
We'll be right back with more sport fishing adventures. Welcome back to Sport Fishing Adventures.
All right, Vic, a little break in the action here. We'll talk a little bit about the gear we're using out here. I want to start with a familiar looking reel. That looks an awful lot like a reel that we use for halibut fishing off the coast.
Yep. Yeah, this is a Penn International 2-speed. It's actually a saltwater reel, so that's probably why you use it off the coast. Is they're designed for saltwater. They're completely encased, and they're 2-speed, which makes it nice, and they're durable. I've had this one for about 4 years. And
Wow.
takes a beating out here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Real. I love the drag system, that lever drag, and the
Yeah.
pickup on those reels is spectacular.
It's really nice. So this is your lever drag right here, and then it's numbered all the way through here, and you can set your drag to whichever number you're looking for, and that gives you that visual setting versus just a physical setting.
Yeah. And of course, out here fishing for these big sturgeon, you got it paired with some heavy duty braided line.
Yeah, the standard in the industry is a 150-pound test, but up here where we're fishing, we run 250, and that's just for abrasion, because you see all these big rocks here. You get a sturgeon and he gets a little bit of slack line, he gets in behind one of these big rocks, and you bust him off. And with 250, I lose a lot less fish than with, say, the standard 150 or 130. And this is stealth braid, which is really nice line, stands up really well. I probably re-spool my reels a couple times a year.
Yeah.
It takes a good beating.
And it needs to be tough, I'll tell you that, because you're tossing out this big Gibbs weight. Some couple different things we're putting on the end of these today.
Yeah, well, today we're using, because the pinks are in the river, we're mainly using salmon eggs and big chunks of meat from pink.
Yeah.
So we've been catching pink salmon, keep a few for the barbecue and keep a few for bait, and we chop them up. And today we've been about probably about 60-40 on roe versus meat.
Yeah.
So it's been good.
It's working great for us. Yeah. We've caught a bunch of fish, but we haven't got that big one yet. Let's get back in the boat and see if we can find them.
Let's do it.
All right.
Oh, there's the one.
You You might have just handed me the winner, dude.
Hey, I'm a pastor anyways.
You
I
are?
was more of an assist guy.
Wow.
It was your turn. That thing is huge.
Yeah.
When you rest, what happens is he gets down the bottom, and then that line starts scraping rocks. So if you can keep him off the bottom, then
Oh, that's a good bend. I like that.
you want to make me happy.
I do want to make you happy, Vic. That's what I'm here for.
So, I mean, my guess on this fish is I only saw half his head and
Yeah.
half his body, but he's looking, 6 foot, maybe a little over.
Yeah.
And, these things can reach upwards of 11 and a half feet. I think the biggest fish tagged in the program now is 11'8", and that was back in we started in 1994, and there's 56,000 fish with a tag.
Wow.
So I think there's only maybe a dozen over that, like 11 feet that
Yeah.
tagged. So pretty rare fish, but very awesome fish.
Speaking of awesome, like
You're getting the workout here. He's just giving you
we got the drag, like
on stop mode. Almost.
yeah, and he's like we've been fighting him for a while, and he's still pulling it out at a pretty good rate here.
Yep. Well, you're spooking him. Just wait. He's not done, man. I'm telling you.
He's right here.
He's getting spooked. Got it?
Yeah, we're gonna turn him back here. Okay, you take this.
Okay.
Going in.
Walk back.
No, stay up there.
Just to come in contact with this nature, it's unbelievable.
It is. It really is.
6 foot,
I didn't think it'd be like this.
Thick he is too.
Yeah, he's got a big girth on him.
He's a
Beautiful
big,
fish.
strong
I mean, look
fish.
at this is when you see the dinosaur on him. I mean, look at that. It's beautiful.
Unreal.
Amazing fish.
Yeah.
Amazing fish.
Well done.
Yeah.
Have to hand
It's a
it to you.
team effort.
Yeah.
Well, let's put it back to nature.
That is such
That's just beautiful. Wow.
Nice.
Well, Cliff, that was a great day.
I had a great time. Vic was a great guide. It was amazing fishing. Great day, sunny. We got to see places I've never seen past Hope.
Not a lot of people get to get up there and see
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Run those rapids and get up that high in the river out of Hope here. It was that was special.
Now the only thing that wasn't so good is that I ended up losing.
You didn't think you were going to. You were leading all day.
I was feeling very confident. We had about a half hour left, and all of a sudden this big fish gets on the line. It kind of felt like 94, but 94 was a lot worse.
You know what? I just channeled my inner Cliff Ronning, and I just decided never quit, never give up, keep fighting. You find that big fish at the end of the day and win the competition.
Well, I enjoyed it. That was
Yeah.
great.
All right, well, we got to get you somewhere where you can clean up this truck. I'd like to thank Vic and STS Fishing Guides. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on our next sport fishing adventure.
Come on, let's get this part here, right? Perfect.